Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you try, you're still stuck? Stuck in a loop of trying to impress others, chasing success, and solving problems that never really seem to end? What if I told you the secret isn't to care more, it's to care less? But not in the way you think. This isn't about giving up or being reckless. It's about redefining what deserves your energy and attention. And here's the kicker. Most of what you care about right now doesn't actually matter. Sound harsh? It's supposed to. Because if you can't figure out what's worth your time and what's not, you'll keep running in circles, burning yourself out, and never getting closer to the life you want. Financial freedom, success, and fulfillment. But there's a solution, and it's simpler than you might think. Today, we're diving into Mark Manson's groundbreaking book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. By the end of this video, you'll know how to stop sweating the small stuff, focus on what really matters, and transform not just your mindset, but your entire life. Trust me, this isn't your typical self-help fluff. Let's get into it. Point 1. Why caring about everything is destroying your life. Let's face it, modern life is overwhelming. Everywhere you look, someone's telling you what you should care about. Your job, your appearance, your social media presence, the latest trends. It's exhausting. And the worst part? The more you try to care about everything, the less energy you have for the things that truly matter. Your goals, your finances, your future. Think about it. How often have you found yourself scrolling through endless posts or stressing over someone else's opinion, only to feel empty afterward? Mark Manson calls this the feedback loop from hell. You care too much about things that don't matter, which makes you anxious, and that anxiety makes you care even more. It's a vicious cycle, and it's keeping you from living the life you actually want. But here's the hard truth. Not everything in life is worth your attention. And until you learn to prioritize, you'll keep wasting your limited energy on things that don't bring you closer to your goals. Now, here's where it gets interesting. What if I told you that not caring isn't about being apathetic, but about being strategic? What if you could choose to care deeply, but only about the things that actually matter? Point 2. Choosing what to care about. This is where the subtle art of not giving a fuck flips the script. Manson doesn't suggest you stop caring altogether. Instead, he challenges you to be brutally honest about your values. Think of it like managing your money. If you spent your entire paycheck on random, useless items, you'd never save for the things that matter, like a house, a car, or your retirement. The same goes for your mental energy. So ask yourself, what are my top priorities? What aligns with my long-term goals? Is this worth my time, or am I just chasing someone else's idea of success? Once you start asking these questions, something amazing happens. You begin to free yourself. You stop comparing yourself to others, stop stressing over every little inconvenience, and start living with intention. But here's the catch. Choosing what to care about means letting go of the rest. And that's not always easy. Point 3. Letting go of the wrong things. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Letting go of what doesn't matter is hard. Why? Because society has conditioned us to think we need to care about everything. The perfect job, the perfect body, the perfect life. But perfection is a trap. When you obsess over being perfect, you set yourself up for failure. You'll always feel like you're not doing enough, not earning enough, not achieving enough. And that constant striving? It's a one-way ticket to burnout. Manson argues that true freedom comes from accepting imperfection. When you stop trying to control everything, you start focusing on what you can control. Your actions, your mindset, your choices. And that's where the real magic happens. Imagine the peace of mind that comes with not caring about every little inconvenience. No more stressing over someone cutting you off in traffic, or feeling bad because your Instagram post didn't get enough likes. Instead, you channel that energy into building the life you want. Point 4. Embracing responsibility and growth. Now this is where it gets real. Mark Manson makes it clear. Freedom and happiness aren't about avoiding problems, they're about choosing the right problems to tackle. Let's break it down. Building financial security? That's a problem worth solving. Learning new skills to advance your career? That's a problem worth solving. But worrying about what your high school classmates think of you? Not so much. When you take responsibility for your choices, you take control of your life. It's not easy. It means making sacrifices, facing challenges, and sometimes failing. But every time you overcome a problem, you grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Point 5. Applying this mindset to your financial goals. So how do you apply this mindset to your finances? Start by identifying what truly matters to you. Maybe it's becoming debt-free, building an emergency fund, or investing for your future. Then focus your energy on the habits and decisions that align with those goals. Stop wasting money on things that don't add value to your life. Stop comparing your financial journey to others. And most importantly, stop letting fear hold you back from taking risks that could change your life. Here's the beauty of this approach. When you focus on what matters most, you start seeing results. You save more, invest smarter, and create a future you're excited about. And all it takes is learning to stop giving a fuck about the things that don't matter. Point 6. The power of boundaries and saying no. One of the most underrated skills in life is the ability to say no. Think about it. How often do you say yes to things you don't really want to do? Agreeing to help a coworker with their project when your own deadlines are looming? Attending an event you have no interest in just to avoid disappointing someone? Every time you say yes to something unimportant, you're saying no to something that truly matters. And the cost of that adds up. It's your time, your energy, your focus. But here's the good news. Boundaries are liberating. When you learn to say no to the things that don't align with your values, you create space for the things that do. Imagine how much more productive and fulfilled you'd feel if you spent your time on what actually moves the needle in your life. Whether it's advancing your career, improving your finances, or deepening your relationships. Here's a challenge for you. The next time someone asks for your time or energy, pause and ask yourself, does this serve my long-term goals? If the answer is no, don't be afraid to politely decline. You'd be surprised at how empowering it feels. Point 7. Embracing failure as a learning tool. Let's talk about something we all hate: failure. It's uncomfortable, it's messy, and it can feel like the end of the world. But here's a truth that might surprise you. Failure is one of the best things that can happen to you. Why? Because failure is feedback. It's life's way of showing you what doesn't work so you can get closer to what does. Mark Manson puts it this way: instead of fearing failure, you need to start embracing it as a natural part of the process. Think of anyone who's achieved great success. Do you think they got there without stumbling along the way? Of course not. Every misstep, every setback, taught them something valuable. And that's exactly how you grow. So the next time you're afraid to take a risk, whether it's starting a new business, investing in yourself, or making a bold career move, ask yourself this: what's the worst that could happen? And even if the worst happens, what could you learn from it? Chances are, it'll bring you one step closer to your goals. So here's the takeaway. Life is short. Your energy is limited. And the secret to living a meaningful life isn't to care about everything. It's to care about the right things. Start prioritizing your values, letting go of what doesn't matter, and embracing the challenges that come with growth. Because when you do, you'll not only transform your mindset, you'll transform your entire life. If this resonated with you, I've got something else you'll love. Check out my next video, How to Overcome Fear of Failure, where we'll dive even deeper into building confidence and crushing self-doubt. Click the link on your screen now, and I'll see you there.